So what's going on here?
Oh, g'day. Nice of you to drop in.
As you can see, guys, we're back on XYs. Maybe no kebabs today because the weather is absolutely shocking. Well, we got blue skies now, but man, we had storms. It was shocking. Yeah, we're here in Sydney, obviously. So we're cutting holes in bonnets, eh?
That is correct.
Mate, there was nothing wrong with this bonnet, and now it's got a great big hole in it.
Well, mate, the engine has to breathe.
True. This is true. So shaker holes, is that correct?
Yeah, shaker holes for the, this is the template.
Oh, look at this. Marks it out perfectly for you. So where'd you pick this up from?
Ford Muscle Parts in Kingsgrove. Shout out to Alan for supplying us with the goodies we need for the project.
Fantastic.
Thanks, Alan.
Mate, unreal. Shows you where the holes go, where you got to cut. That's cool.
And then once it's cut to the right size, this is the shaker surround. Again from Ford Muscle Parts. Thanks, Alan.
You must be sponsored.
And once it's cut to the right dimensions, this should slot in because of that lip.
It'll sit in perfectly, yeah.
It'll sit in with that lip, and it'll sit flush with the bonnet.
Unreal. And then the bonnet pins as well?
And the bonnet pins as well.
Alright, cool. So what else we got going on, guys? We're doing tiny rust repairs. There's not much. So what happened was I rocked up with the camera and no charged batteries. So we just got straight into it and I put one of the batteries on charge. Now we've got charge, so I'm showing you guys what's going on. We've got a little bit of rust here in the rear quarter. Tiny little bit, and there's a little bit on the inside, so I'm just chasing little pinholes there. Then I'll die grind them back and treat them before I put the outside layer on. But as you can see, there's not much at all. That door will need the inside of the frame sorted out as well. Not too bad. And the guard's good. The inside of the guard's only got a bit of surface. Nothing there at all. Excellent. Look at that. Even left my little bit of blood there already. Blood, sweat and tears. So that's it for today, guys. It'll just be a bit more of that. We're gonna maybe, if we get time, plug up these little mold holes from the old moldings, which aren't needed anymore. Yeah, let's continue on. Okay, so after what I think is probably a 2-hour stint chasing, you know, like there was just tiny little holes there, but when you start to chase those holes sometimes it's really awkward, and then you've started, so you just keep going. And anyway, I got the inside all done, grinded back from the inside face of it here. It's just a bitch to get access to, and I wanted to try and keep this lip because it's in good nick, so I don't have to actually, I haven't got a shrinker here, so I can't make a piece that goes here because you've got to shrink this face of it so that it curves, and it's easier just to keep the lip and then just make that one face, try and, you know, rectify that, which is what I've done. It's all done now. There was a little hole here, that's all sorted out. You can see how the boys are going at the front here. Alright, so the hole's cut. They've made the holes for the bonnet pins as well, in the correct locations.
Do you want to flip around for reference?
No, let's have a look to see what's going on here. So, alright, so this is another kit, is that right?
This is another kit.
Oh, from Rare Spares, okay.
Rare Spares, but bought from Ford Muscle Parts.
Okay.
If I'm allowed to say that.
So that changes the frames.
That adds the support, because more of the original bracing has to come off.
Right.
So there's nothing around in this area where the shaker sits. So these are the new supports to come back in and get stitched back in.
Wow, look at that, eh?
According to measurements that have been supplied.
Unreal.
And then there's a bit for the for the back of the shaker just to re-support
Yeah,
between the two
skins.
there again.
Unreal. Alright, well, looks like you're going well.
Nice to flip it over to show the cutouts in the front.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks unreal. Good work, mate.
So that's the front. Yeah, put the caps in. So that's your
Lovely.
surround.
Wow, look at that. GT bonnet, boys.
Now for those that don't know, there's a crease line on the actual bonnet.
Yeah,
It
swage.
runs along there, a swage line around there. And for the bonnet pins, you've got to go parallel in 83 millimeters to one side, from the side,
Yep.
and then off the front face, come in parallel 70 millimeters, and that's exactly as per the original.
The original bonnets, yeah,
bonnet.
as per Ford.
Yeah.
As per Ford.
Yeah. So 83 mil from the guards in, from the guard ends in, and 70 mil from the front back.
Unreal. Looks killer, mate. Alright, let's continue on. Alright, so what do we got going on here?
Oh, in here,
Back in the cave.
well, in here, I bought this from our good friends at Ford Muscle Parts. Alan and crew, because I don't know the other guy.
We don't know the other guys. Okay,
No,
alright.
but there's two lovely men in there. Alan is one, and the other guy, I'm sorry, but I'll get your name.
Alright.
So,
And if you're watching, subscribe.
that's right.
Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah. So this is a template
Yes?
that gets set in place to work out the hole for the top loader.
For the top loader.
Okay?
Right.
So that sits in tight like that.
Yeah.
And it follows the
The shape of the tunnel,
shape of the tunnel,
which luckily we put back in.
which we put back in.
Thanks, Steve.
Yep. And yeah, so this cuts out the space in the hole for the
For the shifter
The
and
shifter.
all sorts of shit that comes
and
in.
I think
Okay.
the
Right.
hole is obviously that big from factory, because I think
Yeah.
to get the shifter out, pass with it.
And get all the linkages and everything that
Yeah.
come out. Okay.
To get the shifter out with linkages, this bolts over the top, and carpet goes over the whole lot. So that would be
Yeah,
an absolute
yeah, yeah.
nightmare every
Yes.
time you wanted to service it.
Yeah,
So
100%.
I think they've done it that way so that you can service it from the bottom,
Yep.
the linkages of the shifter.
Just up on the hoist and out she goes. That's
That's
right.
it.
Yep. Makes sense. All right. And over here, we finished all the inside, and I've put my patch on the outside, so that one's done and ready to go. So see how that sits. And so once you fully weld all this side here, you can just shape it. See how it's got a little bit of a radius, and you just radius it all the way along, so it's got the same shape. But it's done. Yeah. So the next one.
Plugged in is something to reach.
So see here we can see the outside of that door, well the inside of that door, sorry I should say. See, you got. All right. So I've done the patches. They're around here somewhere. There they are. All right. So just roughly. Obviously they need a little bit of trimming just before they go on. So let's put them on. So what have we got going on here, dude?
Putting a bit of rust converter sealer
Lovely.
from
Just a
our
little bit of surface, yeah.
from our friends at Super Cheap Auto.
Always looking for that sponsorship, eh? You never know. You never know. All right, yeah, very good. So we've cut out the hole for this one for the rust patch, but we had to treat the inside, otherwise we wouldn't get to it anyway. So we've done all that. What else have we done? Oh, we filled in the little mould hole there, and the badge holes, they're all filled in now. So yeah, so see that? We wouldn't have been able to get in there. So done all that now, and then the little patch goes over the top. Beautiful. Lovely work, mate. Let's see what Noah's doing out the back here. Let's go venturing. So we're preparing these holes here where the Falcon 500 badges were, and another mould hole. They're going to be welded over as well. And Noah's hard at it. He's checking the tail lights out because we're going to be welding close to them. We don't want them getting damaged by any weld spatter or anything like that. So good work, Noah. Keep it up. All right, let's keep going. It's starting to get a little dark. Okay, so we're working along. We're plugging up all the mould holes, getting them all done. That one's all done. The Falcon 500 badges, that rear one. And then we come upon this area here, and there was a little surprise for us. G'day, mate! Now, was that you, Steve? If it was, can you leave a comment on the video? Just letting us know that you left a little funny little face for us, just to give us a little bit of happiness as we're taking parts off. Thanks, mate. Alright, so we just got this one to go, and we're done for the whole left hand side of the car. Alright, last one.